carried bitterness like bricks on my back, every grudge another weight upon the stack. But you said, child, that load was never yours. Forgiveness is the key that opens doors. 20 years I held a grudge against my father. 20 years I rehearsed every wound, every bother. I replayed the tape of what he did to me, until the prison of unforgiveness had no key. Chains unlocked, the prison door swings wide. Chains unlocked, I'm stepping to the other side. I forgive because you first forgave me. Chains unlocked, and now I'm finally free. Chains unlocked, not because they deserved it. Chains unlocked, not because I've earned it, but because holding on was killing me slowly. Chains unlocked by the grace of the Most Holy. The ones who hurt me didn't ask for grace, but neither did I when I fell from place. So I released the debt they'll never pay, and watched the weight of anger fade away. Jesus told a parable in Matthew 18. A servant owed millions and the king forgave the debt. But that same servant found a man who owed him pennies and choked him, threw him in prison after he'd been forgiven plenty. God says, you want my forgiveness? Then forgive them. Forgiveness is the hardest commandment because it feels like letting them win. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Unforgiveness is a poison you drink, hoping the other person dies. You're not hurting them by holding on, you're hurting yourself. The person who wronged you has moved on. They're sleeping fine, eating fine, living fine. Meanwhile, you're replaying the offense at 3 a.m. like a movie you can't turn off. Forgiveness doesn't mean what they did was okay. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to trust them again. Forgiveness means you're cutting the rope that ties your boat to their dock. You're setting yourself free. Colossians 3:13. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. As the Lord forgave you. How did he forgive you? Completely freely while you were still sinning. Can you do the same? Forgiveness isn't saying it was fine. Forgiveness is cutting the rope that binds. Forgiveness isn't weakness dressed in white. Forgiveness is the warrior choosing light. On the cross, with nails in his hands and blood on his face, Jesus looked at his murderers and said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Luke 23:34. If Jesus can forgive the men who crucified him, you can forgive the person who hurt you. I forgive my father for the silence and the shame. I forgive my mother for the words that left a stain. I forgive the friend who stabbed me in the back. I forgive the church that left me through the cracks. I forgive myself, oh God, that's the hardest part. For the years I wasted, for the damage to my heart. But if you've forgiven me, who am I to hold the case? The judges dropped the charges, I rest my case in grace. Today the chains fall clattering to the floor. Today I'm walking through the open door. The bitterness that ate me from inside is being swallowed by the resurrection tide. I choose freedom, I choose release. I choose the scandalous, outrageous, illogical peace that only comes when you let go of the knife and trade your need for justice, for the gift of life. Chains unlocked, I am free at last. Chains unlocked, I'm released. to me. Chains unlocked, hallelujah, I'm free. Say their name, the person you need to forgive. Say it in the silence of your heart. And now say these words: I forgive you. Not because you feel like it, because you're choosing freedom. I forgive you. And I release you, and I release myself. Chains unlocked. Chains unlocked. Chains unlocked. You're free now. You're free.